Ian, how do you assess this outing, and did you kind of understand when Snit said, it's been a rough ride over those 4 innings, that's it?
Yeah, it was a battle out there. That's for sure. I think I made a bunch of quality pitches, and they put together some phenomenal at bats, and thankfully, like I've been saying all along, I had Travis back there, and everyone working right along with me in the dugout, and that goes a long way into helping you get out of those tight spots and tight jams. So trying to keep zeros up on the scoreboard is the biggest thing at the end of the day. So it was definitely a battle out there.
Go ahead, Steve. Yeah, Ian, did you lobby at all to try to stay in, or were you?
Yeah, I mean, every part of the competitor in you wants to stay in there, but our bullpen's been so good all year, and Matzik came in and absolutely shut it down. So obviously you want to stay in, but I have all the confidence in the world, like I've been saying.
Well, can I ask you how you felt watching all that drama play out at the end? How are your nerves?
Yeah,
more nervous watching than pitching?
Yeah, it was definitely nerve-wracking. It's a good team over there, and they don't quit. And the last 3 outs are definitely the toughest 3 to get, especially in the postseason. So, Mark did a phenomenal job of coming in like he's been all year and shutting it down.
Go ahead, Jessica.
You mentioned the defense of your teammates a few minutes ago, but when you look at the postseason as a whole, what do you attribute the fact that you've been able to throw this many scoreless innings to?
I think it's just the kind of the will to try to keep them from crossing home plate. Really trying to bear down in tight spots, and knowing you have all the guys out on the field behind you and the catcher with you that are trying to do the same thing. And I think at the end of the day, the more confidence we have in those guys and all that, I think it goes a long way in trying to keep runs off the board.
How was it having your family there, and how much did that factor into your mindset tonight?
Yeah, it was awesome. I know they were super excited to be able to see the game, and I'm pretty bad at kind of looking at the stands and trying to find family and stuff like that. But I was able to kind of scope them out before the game, so I haven't talked to them too much yet, but I know they had a good time and got to see a pretty good ball game. So.
Back to you, Steve. Yeah, Ian, you've kind of set this ridiculous standard for yourself now in the postseason. I don't know how you look at your performance tonight and in comparison to your other 2 postseason outings.
Yeah, like I said, it was this one was kind of one you can almost take a little bit more pride in. It's a good lineup, and really having to battle through that and pull out a huge team win all around is it's one that I'll probably look back on, however this ends up going. And, I think I'll kind of be able to point at this one and say that was the one that I was the most proud of up to this point.
Well, yeah, you anticipated my next question about the difference in doing this, going scoreless against the Dodgers as opposed to some of the Marlins or the Reds.
Yeah, I mean, those are very good teams as well. I think every team that kind of made their way into the playoffs was more than capable of throwing up some runs and winning a series. But yeah, it's like I said, it's obviously a very good lineup over there, and to have Max set the tone yesterday and to kind of be able to follow that up a little bit today is definitely important.
What do you, Dave?
Ian, have you ever gone on short rest? I imagine you probably have not, right? Or could you do that? Would you be willing to do that? Ready to do that?
Yeah, I'm definitely willing and ready to do that. Not a time I can think of necessarily, but this is why you play. You play for the playoffs. You play for series like this. We know it's going to be a battle until we win that 4th game. So,
will you go into your between starts, kind of alter it a little bit, your plan, and kind of back off a little bit just in case?
I haven't thought about it too much. I haven't talked to anyone really about it yet, so I can't give you a good answer there.
Okay.
Back to you, Steve. Well, and look at the outing today, especially the first inning. You had that great defensive play at both ends from Riley and Freeman. How big was that as far as just getting you settled for the game?
Yeah, that was huge. Riley made a fantastic play, and Freddie on the other end showing why he's got that Gold Glove. That was pretty fantastic. It definitely settled me down that we were able to get out of that jam, and that went a long way to help me get through the innings that I got through.
Thanks. Go to you, Scott.
Ian, what did Cranny say in the third inning when he came up to you?
Yeah, he just told me to stay within myself, and they do such a good job of providing you with the right information at the right times, and kind of told me what I could use in that situation, and we went to it and were able to execute. So,
how did you feel about your variance? Because you've been switching it up really well, especially in the playoffs. Really different game plan each time.
Yeah, I thought we had a good pitch mix going. I think obviously would have liked to cut down on the walks. I think I had a few good counts that I tried a little too hard to put guys away, and kind of came back and ended up letting get a free base on me. But other than that, I think we were mixing pretty well.
Go ahead, Jimmy.
Is there anything that you feel like you've learned about yourself and your pitching style over the course of these last couple starts in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think it's just the ability to kind of bear down and keep that guy from crossing home plate. I think that that's something that you need, whether it be playoffs, regular season, in big spots. I think that that's something that is just it just has to be ingrained in you if you want to be able to have some success.
Okay. Any last ones for Ian? Go ahead, Maria.
Ian, it must have been kind of weird to have fans out there for the first time for you in your Major League Baseball career. Was that a difference? Did you notice it at all, or did it sound like crowd noise to you?
Yeah, it was awesome to have the fans out there. It's definitely something that you notice. It was cool to hear the fans go back and forth, between ours and theirs, and kind of give you that little bit more of an adrenaline bump, when in big spots and in big moments.
So do you prefer that over the crowd noise that you had before?
Yeah, I think so. I think most people would.
All right. That will wrap it up. Thanks, Ian.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, man.